Now we're on record of the People versus Michael Teen. I have 2203910T and 2305440T appearances.
Matt Keys on behalf of probation.
James Kazicki on behalf of Mr. Teen. Mr. Teen.
Teen. Mr. Teen, can you tell me your first and last name?
Michael Teen.
All right, so we have two matters here. I'm going to get rid of the easy one first. On 2305444, I have a plea form from the prosecutor that indicates that case is being dismissed for insufficient evidence. So that case is dismissed. Now we have the probation case, and this is 220391. And I have a probation violation. There are first technical violations, sir. You could get up to 5 days jail on that. And there's an allegation you failed to pay as directed. And that leaves your total balance right now at $685. There's another allegation that you incurred new charges in the city of Taylor. I believe that's a case that was just dismissed. So I'm striking that violation. And then you also have a conviction at Third Circuit Court on 8/9/24 and a 34th District Court violation for a conviction on July 18th of 24. And those are both non-technical violations. You could get the maximum jail time, which is 90 days on this offense. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and how are we proceeding?
Well, Your Honor, on the violations, Mr. Teen's been in custody for 15 months, and just now these violations are being brought. He did a plea by mail. We're asking the court accepts the plea by mail, that he be given credit for the time that he's served, concurrent with the sentencing from the Third Circuit. I mean, he got sentenced in August of 24, and it would seem that there was plenty of time between then and now to violate him.
If I may, the violation is just getting brought now because the defendant's been in warrant status. He didn't show up for his violation that was scheduled previously, and has absconded from probation for an extended period of time. So he just submitted a plea by mail, and we are just readdressing this now.
Well, part of the reason why there's been a warrant for his failure to appear is because he's been sitting in the Department of Correction facilities for 15 months.
All right, but he's been in warrant status. I mean, we can go back and forth on this. He was convicted when on that offense? When did he start serving his MDOC time?
I'm back, well, it's 15 months from now, so.
Well, he's been in warrant status 23, 24, 25, for double that. He's been in warrant status for over 3 years, 3 years and 4 months. So, I mean, some of it might be attributable to him being incarcerated, but a lot of it wasn't. Over half of the time he wasn't incarcerated. He knew he had the case and failed to appear. I mean, I do see he filed the plea by mail in October, and I would be inclined to give him whatever credit he's entitled to and date that back to the date he sent the plea by mail in. But he might have a little bit of additional time to serve as a result of the violation. But I'm not inclined to give him 90 days either, so.
Your Honor, may I apologize, but this is, I went over this with the attorney, but I was in vet court when I got this charge, and the charge was supposed to be rolled over into vet court. I ended up serving out that term on vet court, and then it didn't pop back up until actually I was released from vet court for serving that term. And then I got an attorney on this case. He said he took care of it. And then when I went into, it was supposed to be taken care of because there was like 2 charges that was both the same date or something like that, that the one that you dismissed. And that's what he was trying to explain to me. I can't remember the details, so I'm sorry about that. But when I was finally sentenced on this case, I went through classification, and I even had the paperwork saying that I had no other charges. It wasn't until they ran the lien on me to get out on parole till this popped up. That's why I was so late in pleading by mail. I just got this information last month, and it just took me to the point where I got into the law library, filled out the information, and sent the plea in. And here we are.
So you're a veteran, Mr. Teen?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you, while you were in custody or at MDOC, did you participate in any sort of rehabilitative programs?
Yes, ma'am. I was in ASAT for 4 months, and then I'm in continuously called Breaking the Chains. It's a offender ran program. I'm in the fourth iteration of that. And if I would have stayed on, I would have facilitated. But yeah, I've been in programs ever since I've been in here.
Well, tell me, what have you learned?
Honestly, ma'am, I served for 10 years, and I came home a mess. I came home, got divorced, and then I watched my dad, my best friend, and my new fiance die within the 3-month period. And I lost all control. I didn't know how to control my PTSD.
Were you in combat?
Yes, ma'am. I was 82nd Airborne. I was in Iraq, Afghanistan in 03 and Iraq in 06, 07. I came home and I brought the war home with me. And this is going to sound crazy, but being in prisons was a blessing. This is the first time I've been at peace in a very, very, very long time. I got to know who I am again. I've been reading, I've been working on my brain and my body and my soul. And I mean, I got tears coming my eyes. I'm not trying to pull your leg up, but this has been a very Zen experience for me. And
Well, Mr. Teen, let me ask you this. When you get out, right? So when you're in the military, you're kind of in a controlled environment, right?
yes, ma'am.
You know when you're supposed to wake up, you know when you get to go to bed, you get to know when, right? You're in a controlled
Yes, ma'am.
environment to some degree. And I understand combat doesn't really work like that, but a military is fairly regimented, right?
Yes, absolutely, ma'am.
And then when you're in prison, it's also pretty regimented, right?
Besides getting shot at, yes, it's very much the same.
Yeah, I mean, no, and I'm not trying to compare the two.
No,
but
I'm not being. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Did you have an honorable discharge from the military?
Yes, ma'am.
So you served 10 years?
I got medicaled out, yes. But under honorable charges.
Do you think that while you were in custody, Mr. Teen, that you did anything to prepare you for the unregimented real world so that when you come out, you can go back to being, I mean, anyone that serves the country, like clearly
Yes, when I was in vet court.
you make good choices. I mean, whether or not that was good for your mental health, but like, do you think you're ready to come out and try something different and get back on track?
Yes, ma'am. Even before I came to this sentence I'm on now, I went to I was going through all these, everything was just fell onto me, and all the problems rolled into one, and then it got spread out. So it sounds like I was getting in trouble a lot, but it was all just one big issue at one time. And I went to PTSD school, it's like in Battle Creek. It's like a inpatient for vets, and that really helped me with tools. And then when I came in here, I was sober, and I applied those tools, and I realized that I neglected my body and my mind. I never was out there, you know what I'm saying? I was always trying to catch up to not being in trouble and not really taking care, not really finding who I was anymore. That makes sense. I was always trying to get over getting in trouble. And then finally, when I came in here, there was a piece of not being in trouble. I was able to realize I need to get myself back in a routine. I need to read. I need to work out. And that's where I'm at. I'm helping others, and I think that's the most important thing is to live for other people, and that puts me at peace. So now I'm gonna live for my family, and I live for my kids. I live for my brother, sister. Both my brothers and my sister are all pregnant right now. And
have people been coming to visit you so that you've maintained those family connections?
Yes, absolutely.
really important
Absolutely.
to you when you get out.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. Me and my sister are really close. And it's funny because when I was overseas, she was still a baby and I was taking care of her, sending money home for her. And now she took care of me while I was in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's my rock. And I look forward to like seeing she due next month. So
So
that's her first child.
is this all of the criminal history when you got back? Are these essentially related to drug and alcohol issues?
Yes, ma'am.
And have
It all
you
came down to like,
addressed that through, I mean, I know you said you were sober when you went in, but have you addressed like anything to continue your sobriety so you don't fall back into that same pattern?
yes, ma'am. The ASAT class is actually was a recommended class that I had to take. It was 4 months, and it's ASAT. I forget what this stands for, but it's about drug and alcohol. It's all about that, and a little bit of PTSD thrown in. And
Do you plan on
breaking the
going
chains.
to, I'm sorry, go ahead, I'm sorry.
The breaking the chains is like a AANA group, and it's facilitated by an inmate, but it's just like we go around, we talk about our issues and where we've been. And I take that, I do that every week. I've
Did
been
you
doing
do
that
any
every week.
step work?
I don't understand what that
Did you-
means.
Did you do it through AA or NA?
That's what the
Did you-
breaking the chains is. Yes, breaking the chains
So
is
you
the
worked your
NAAA program.
steps?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's a
Do you
12-step
have a
program.
plan to continue to find some sort of support system when you get out for your
Yes, ma'am. I'll
recovery?
go VA. I'm gonna go through the VA for my PTSD therapy. I'm gonna continue that. And then I'm also going to find a local group, but they also have a group because it's hard to go into the VA all the time. So they have a video like a Zoom group for VA for veterans for AANA. But I'm also going to find a local group to go to. Also, I'm also get money to start a business, and I've been already working with this with my sister. And one of the business I'm going to start is going to help other vets that are like me that lost their way and need help. And doing like a program, like a halfway house kind of, but with a program set up, like how Safe Step is in Westland. Have you ever heard of them?
Mhm.
Kind of similar to
Okay.
that.
All right, okay, I've heard enough. All right, let me see here. So on this allegation, sir, did you go over your advice of rights form with your attorney, Mr. T? You understand you have a right to a hearing on these violations?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
All right, and are you waiving your right to that hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
To the allegation that you failed to make your payment plan as directed, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the allegation you picked up a new conviction at the Third Circuit Court on August 9th of 24, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And to the allegation you had a new case at the 34th District Court on July 18th, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, I'm going to accept the pleas as knowing and voluntarily given. It looks like Mr. Teen's made a lot of positive changes. He's a veteran. I mean, we're fortunate that none of us have had to deal with the types of things I'm sure he's had to deal with. 30 days jail, credit 30. So you're all set here. Well, what bond? He has a bond?
His sister may have posted a bond, didn't she?
No, I don't see it.
Okay,
It
I might-
says apply bond. I'm just gonna waive balance. So you don't owe any money. It will be closed without improvement. But you're all set at this court. Your files are closed out. I wish you luck.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Mr. Teen, when you're out and you're trying to find your way, you should hook up with one of these veteran courts programs and talk to the judges. I mean, they have mentorship programs. You could actually work in a treatment court setting, being a mentor to people who are exactly where you were. You should really
Yes, ma'am.
think about that. They're always looking for people to come in and help be recovery coaches.
Well, it's
I
gonna be
will,
separate,
man. Thank you.
So it's gonna be.
All right, good luck. You're all set.
Thank you. You have a good one.
You too.